Thank you. I guess you can hear me. So once again, thank you very much. I'm really glad to be here. And before I start, I would like to thank the Society for giving me this opportunity to present the work that I developed during my master. And it was on estimating demographic parameters for a population of melon-headed whales in the Bahamas. So just to give you a quick background, we all know that assessing population demographics is crucial to analyze and understand wildlife populations and to support effective management and conservation. So all that is knowledge on population size, recruitment, survival, and all other demographic parameters are vital to enable effective conservation and managed practices for all species, and marine mammals are included. So, in this work, we studied Pepinos faliletra, melon-headed whales. They occur in tropical and subtropical waters worldwide. They are oceanic deep-water species, and they are associated also with oceanic islands. In the Bahamas, there's little knowledge about the occurrence and distribution of this species. We have some works that describe the occurrence of melon-headed whales. In 2003, a monitoring program reported 75 individuals. 2004, this species was reported as a part of the cetacean community structure there. And in 2015, Diane Claridge and her collaborators provided some more information on sightings for this species, but we still don't know a lot about the population. And with that in mind, the aim of this work was to try and assess the abundance of melon-headed whales in a specific part of the Bahamas, try also to assess other conservation-relevant parameters such as survival and recruitment, and while doing so, providing baseline estimates for evaluating trends for this particular population. So, the study area, as I was saying, was a particular region in the Bahamas that was the Atlantic Undersea Test and Evaluation Center, called AUTEC. It's that region there where you can see the yellow dots. This is a US Navy testing range that consists of an array of hydrophones mounted on the seafloor, where sonars are regularly used in Navy training operations. So all surveys were conducted between 2009 and 2015, between the April and July. So first we did the photo identification part. We used photographs of the dorsal fins. We identified individuals through the nicks and or marks that they had on the trailing edge of the dorsal fin. And we identified them through a catalog that was previously constructed. All photos were attributed a quality, they were graded, and you can see an example in the bottom of the slide that from the left to the right you can see the same individual but with different quality photos from 0 to 3. And we also attributed a distinctiveness rating to all individuals according to the marks that they had. And for the purpose of the study and to ensure that the matching accuracy was high, we only used photos with quality 2 and 3 of distinctive and very distinctive animals. Regarding the population analysis per se, well, we had the photo ID. We built a matrix of capture histories that it was just a set of ones and zeros, whether we had seen the animal or not. And then we employed a series of population models that I'm not going to talk about to you of all of them for the sake of time. I'm only going to talk to you about the open population model that we used, the Jolly Zebra model, and we used it to estimate population size, survival, capture probabilities, and recruitment, as in the number of individuals entering the population either through birth or immigration. We did this within a Bayesian framework, And as we had no previous information on this population, we used non-informative prior distributions, and we use the R2 OpenBugs package from our software and OpenBugs to implement Markov chain Monte Carlo sampling to obtain the posterior distributions of the parameters that we were trying to estimate. Results. So, from 2009 to 2015, we had a total of 845 sightings of 410 distinctive individuals, of which 203 were encountered more than once. On your left, you have the discovery curve, and as you can see, up until the end of the study, we were still identifying new individuals, and on your right, you have the frequency of sightings, and the maximum number of sightings that we had was 6. That was the total duration of the sampling, and we excluded from this plot the sightings within the same year. Regarding the population size, we have here the population size estimated for all years. You can see that there's some annual fluctuations, and we can try to see a kind of a declining throughout the years. I should say that the number of individuals that were alive during the study that frequented the sampling area was estimated of 558 individuals. This is the so-called superpopulation size. The local per capita recruitment was fairly low. We had some fluctuations, as you can see in the graph, and we can try to suggest a bit of an increase in the recruitment, but it fluctuated a little bit. As of the capture probability that you can see down here on the left, it was 0.36, and the survival rate was 0.81. So, just to conclude, the results suggest a slight population size, a slight decline in the population size. This might be because of the low recruitment that we found, might be also because we had immigration, big rates of immigration, a shift in habitat use, a combination of either one of this, but we cannot discard the effects of the limited surveys and the low number of sightings of these animals during the study. So overall, we see that maybe we have a seasonal open population with a distribution broader than the outtake ranging area, because we see resightings in those months of summer and spring, all throughout the years, and we see always new individuals entering the population. These were the first estimates of demographic parameters for the melon-headed whale in the Bahamas, and is going to provide baseline knowledge for future studies and to try and understand a little bit more about the species that we have little knowledge of. This was it. I think it was a work that gave me a lot of pleasure to do, and if you have any questions, please ask them. I don't know if we have any time, but if we don't, feel free to contact me.